Hey there again. Those of you observant people are going to notice that this is the same shirt. So yeah, in reality what I'm doing here is I'm doing this whole thing kind of all in one sitting, but I am breaking it up because I don't want real long videos. You probably don't want very long videos either. But today we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the chimney. I've already started drawing on it. I wanted to see if I like the stone or if I like the brick, and I've chosen to keep it as a stone piece. You also might notice that I've gone ahead and I've cut the top of this straight across because it used to be just the size this one. I cut it so it's a nice smooth. There was a nice big open crack going all the way up through there, and I was truly afraid that as I started cutting and carving that was just going to break off anyhow, and I didn't want it to crack all the way down, so I wanted to kind of stop that from happening by getting rid of that piece. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started on this video so that you can see what this fireplace looks like. Depending on how long that takes, I may go in and I think I've decided on something for here. But you'll have to wait and see what I decide to do there. So let me go ahead and adjust the camera so you can see this, how we go ahead and proceed with the chimney. And I'll keep saying this, make sure you're digging in deep. Don't do this. I've carved out stonework, but it just doesn't look realistic. People tend to think that they're going to go too far. You want it to go deep. You want it really to have a very big relief showing on here, so that the shadows and the light will play off of what you're doing. You're probably noticing, maybe not, I may be fast forwarding through this or playing it at a higher rate of speed so that it goes much faster, because you're not going to want to sit there and watch me do this in real time. However, you could notice that as I'm doing this, sometimes this thing wants to jump and slip. And my hands are all right in here. This is the easiest way to get yourself hurt. I should be holding it down here, or as I originally stated, flat on the ground, and keep my other hand out of the path of where this thing is going. I don't always follow my own rules, but live and learn. At least I'm telling you about it, and it makes a little bit of a difference now, doesn't it, if you go ahead and put in that relief rather than just an outline. Again, outlines may be good for something like even the brick, but even there I've got that kind of deep. You want to be able to see when you get light on it, you're going to want to see the shadows. It needs to be over exaggerated so that it does look more realistic. So I'm getting up near this crack I was talking about, so I've got to watch myself here. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do. Again, the wood's telling me, so here's what we're going to do. Took it right off. Doesn't even need to be there. And actually gives it a little more character, a little more separation between these two, so it's not so close. Gotta start being careful right up in here. This is wanting to crack. And looking at this, it feels too rectangular and straight, so I'm going to try to round off some of these end cornerstones, kind of. So look at that. Got a fireplace done. Well, we have a chimney done. Let's say that. Now the one thing I do like to do is I like to put a hole right in the top. Look at that smoke coming out the chimney. So I went and I blew it right out the back. Not the end of the world. So now that we've got the chimney all done, as you can see here, and again, if we look at the back, you'll see that that came out, but you know, I'm not very happy about it, but it is what it is. It's there. Now there's one other thing I like to do, because a lot of times what I end up doing, and I haven't mentioned this yet, is with these pieces, you can either leave them all natural like this. Typically what I would want to do is put something like a Danish oil or a tung oil or linseed oil, something on them to keep them protected so they don't deteriorate. And it also will give it a little bit of a, like a sheen. It's not going to be a high gloss, it's just going to be a nice polished look to it. But what I'll do too is I like to come in and put a little bit of some like a tempera or artist paint to give this a little bit of a gray look to it, give this a little bit of a red brick look. Keep the wood as wood, I'm not going to do much of anything to it, but then I can highlight black these iron hinges. You'll also notice one thing that we had talked about, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to ask about at some point, if it's probably this is in the first video, I'm sure. Where's the door handle? It's not there. I started with it, I had drawn it, but in my excitement I just removed it. It just wasn't even there. So there's no door on it, but I do have something we're going to do for the door. That's going to be on the finishing portions of this. You'll see what I do for that. It's kind of cool, and I like the way it looks. So, but that's really all we have for today. I'm going to go ahead and think more on this. I have an idea of what I want to do here, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, one more thing. So one of the things that I really like to do with these chimneys, and I did mention the painting, because I do like to paint this. So I'm going to do what I'm about to do. I will do it the first right now, and then I may need to, after I put some of the gray paint on here, I may need to touch this thing up. I'm not sure. I might just need to touch this up afterwards, but here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this little lighter. Kind of cool. All the guys out there will love this thing. And then what I'll do is I'm going to actually burn the wood to make this look like I burnt like the top of a fireplace. So you want to make sure you shut this thing off. And you want to make sure this stops smoking. Don't ever walk away from one of these now. So I've given this the look of the top of an old fireplace that's been burning for quite some time and has just been around for a while. So there we go. That's the end for this. I appreciate you spending time with me today. I really hope you'll like and subscribe, share this, friends, family, whoever, or not. It doesn't matter. It's fine. And I will get back with you guys next week, and I'll show you what we're going to do up here. And that should probably finish it off, unless I figure something out over here. If you're into it, throw something in the comment section what I can put here. See if you guys can see what you maybe feel like that ends up looking like to you. What do you think should go there? What do you think should go up here? Let me know, because I truly am going to stop now. Who knows, I might come back later tonight, but I'm stopping for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you later.